Go.
All right, Tim. I want to thank you for coming out today, and you know, want to let you know that anything we go over today is just going to be reviewed by me, my teacher, and a peer from the class. Okay, so I want you to feel comfortable with anything and everything that's being discussed today. I also want to let you know that I'm not a professional by any means, and you know, I I am going to help you set goals and action plans, but I'm not by any means trying to solve your problem. Okay, so throughout this interview, if there's anything that you don't feel comfortable answering, or there's anything that you have questions about, just feel free to, stop me at any time and, go further on with answering, let me answer those questions for you or whatever. So, we've talked before about you had trouble with money management. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you don't care, just let me know like a little bit about what the problem is. I mean, I know that money management is the main problem, but just kind of I want to go into detail today about, what the main problem is and how we can achieve, a goal and help you, be better at, maintaining your money. So, just let me know what's going wrong.
Well, as you said, I have a problem with money management. I don't seem to be handling my paychecks well. I'm spending them in a place where they're not needed to be spent, like partying and buying different things like alcohol every weekend and just living the fancy life instead of paying my bills.
Right.
And I get paid every Friday, so when Monday comes around, I don't have gas. I can barely afford food. I think I'm addicted to just that party lifestyle, and I just want some help managing money. My parents were bad at it. They used to be like drug addicts and alcoholics and stuff like that, and they never really told me or taught me how to manage money.
Right.
Because I just seen the money come in and it goes out. So I just need a little bit help of just getting through my head. What do I need to do to get that in my mindset, to have that discipline, just to put the money aside and not touch it?
So, how long has this been going on? Like, how long have you struggled with this problem?
It's been going on for at least a couple of years, but somebody brought it to my attention because I would borrow money from friends. I'd say, I'm short $10.
Right.
Like every time I run out of money, they were like, well, you need to start saving money. What do you do with your money? And I just never really thought about it until they told me.
So you said that, my next question is, how does this affect your daily life? But, you basically just said that you get paid on Fridays and you're broke on Mondays. So, what do you think you can do to have more money towards the end of the week, towards the next payday? What do you think are some steps that you can take to maybe better off your finances?
Well, I really have thought about this, and I just think that maybe creating a savings account instead of just having all my money in my pocket, just put some money off to the side, like 20 or 30 bucks every paycheck. Put that to the side, or maybe just change my lifestyle a little bit, instead of partying every weekend, maybe do something where I don't have to spend money.
Right. Right.
So,
So, you said that your mom and dad have struggled, throughout your childhood. Growing up, you seen your mom and dad struggle with managing money. Is there anyone else that you looked up to throughout your childhood, or even now that that you look up to that maybe still struggles with that aspect, and you think, how can I do it, or can you elaborate on that?
Well, you know, I grew up a lot with my first cousins. My first cousins were really bad at managing money.
Yeah.
You know, I used to run with them all the time, and they never really instilled in me like, hey man, just save some money up there. I was just fast. So I kind of got my ways from them. So it's just something that's just been bothering me for a long time, and it takes a lot out of you when you're broke.
Right.
You know, when you're broke, it's when you start realizing, hey, maybe I need to change something. And when somebody comes to you and tells you, then that's when you really start thinking about it. So, I mean, I just need some help. And I know it's going to take a long time for me to get that lifestyle out of my mind, but if I take steps towards it, I feel confident that I can really do it.
So has there been a specific point in your life that, you know, I mean, is it right now that you really, you know, have noticed that, hey, I need to change this? Or has it been an ongoing thing ever since you started working after high school? You know, were you able to save money then, or has it always been a struggle for you to really put money back?
It's always been a struggle, but once my gas was cut off, and then other bills start getting behind, and you know, trying to be out here on my own, it's just I can't live the lifestyle I used to live when I was younger. You know, when I was living with mommy and daddy.
Right.
So now that I'm on my own, I got to change my lifestyle a little bit. And like I said, when you get those bills coming in, it's just changing your whole outlook.
So now you're out on your own, and
Yes.
and you're not relying on mommy and daddy for gas, and
No.
you know, it's kind of grow up time.
Time to grow up.
So can you tell me what steps do you think that you need to take to make a change?
I just need to not give in to the peer pressure of going out. When somebody says, hey, let's hit this party up, I just need to be like, no. You know, I'm going to chill tonight, chill in the house. Or, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. You know, and just be like, no, I'm fine.
Right.
Maybe get a hobby, something that doesn't require like fishing or, you know, playing sports or basketball recreationally or something like that, just to where I don't have to spend a lot of money.
So something that doesn't cost money, you know, going out to the bars and you know, spending money on a nightly basis, or on Friday nights you go
Yes.
out and blow your whole paycheck. You want something that you can do that is also fun, but that you're not spending a lot of money.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, and I completely agree with that. You know, I mean, in my personal life, that's what I've had to do. You know, I mean, I've had to set aside things that I might have liked to do, you know, as well. But you know, there comes a point in time where, like you said, you have to grow up and you have to start setting money aside, and you know, that's just a part of being a grown up. You know, and you know, I think that those steps will very much help, you know, in your goal to, you know, save money, you know, and I think that those are very good steps, you know, to take. So all right, so basically I just want to go over some goals that I think will better help you to save money, you know, and one being, I think that, you know, once you get paid on Friday, I think that you should have a certain amount of money set back, and you know, it doesn't have to be a whole lot of money. It can be, you know, $15, $20 that you say, you know, I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna spend it. It's gonna go straight to a savings account, and you know, I think that will, you know, potentially help you down the road have a lot more money once you know, mature and just think that's what I do. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I really think that would help me out a lot, because, like I said, I hate being broke the next week, and it's just an addictive lifestyle. It's
Right.
just, it's so easy just to go out when you get that money at the end of the week, especially when you're a bachelor. Like, you
Right.
have no responsibilities other than yourself. You tend to put things on the back burner. You know, I'd rather party than buy groceries.
Right.
I mean, that's a problem. And, you know, when I'm hungry and I don't have no food, you know, you start to think like, why don't I have food? Oh, because I've been blowing my money. So,
Right.
I think it would really help me out a lot. And and sometimes you just don't feel comfortable, or you just want to talk to somebody about it because you don't know if those are the right things to do.
Right.
So, I appreciate you putting that out there to me, for real.
So you agree that
Yes.
taking, you know, $15, $20 out of your paycheck every month
Yes.
or every week
Mhm.
will help you, you know, achieve your goal.
Yes, I do.
So we kind of talked about a goal for, you know, for yourself, but do you see a specific amount that you would like to see, you know, every month laid out, that you would like to save? And, you know, like, we've hit on goals, but is there a specific amount of dollars that you would like to see each month go into your savings account? That way, you know, you can really see that you are achieving your goals.
I think by 6 months from now, when I come back to you, I want to at least have at least $400, $500 saved up. Just saved up, you know, in 6 months.
Yeah.
If I come back to you and I can tell you that, I'll feel confident that what we talked about today will really help me. If I can't, then I have to reevaluate myself.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, that would, you know, I honestly think that if you take the simple steps and you do the simple things, and you, like you said, if you don't live the luxurious lifestyle that you do on Friday and Saturday nights, and, you know, you basically just say, hey, I'm an adult now and I can't do the things that I used to do on the wages that I bring in right now. You know, I think that you'll be successful in your goals, but, you know, if you continue to do the things you're doing now, obviously it's not working. You know, so, you know, really, really, really try to strive to meet those goals every month and every week. And I honestly think that within 6 months from now, that you will become, you know, very, very happy with what, you know, you've earned and you've saved in your savings account. And, you know, I just really think that will work, you know. So, you know, in 6 months from now, like I said, we'll meet again and we'll go back over the steps that we've talked about today, and hopefully, you know, by then we have achieved some steps, and you know, we can go from there.
okay.
So, is there anything that we've talked about today that, you know, that we've hit on today that you'd kind of like to go on and tell me some more about, or?
What are some, like, things I could do if I find myself in this situation? Like, if I know I'm out and I know I'm about to spend money, could I call you, or you could call me to check up on me to make sure that I'm doing these steps to make sure, like, I get in my head, like, okay.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you know, I'd be willing to give you my cell phone number, and anytime you have any type of problems like that, you know, as I said before this interview, I'm by no means a problem solver. You know, so I can't